Hello everyone, my name is Komang Astuti Dewi, NPM 224111071. I'm from Management Class 22B. On this occasion, I will explain the material entitled The Economic Essence of the Stakeholders Approach. Understanding. The economic essence of the stakeholder approach is a way to understand and analyze economic and business phenomena by considering the interests and impacts of various parties involved or affected by these economic and business activities. These parties are called stakeholders, who can come from inside or outside the company, such as owners, employees, customers, suppliers, government, society, the environment, and so on. The stakeholder approach is different from the traditional approach, which only focuses on the interests of the owner or shareholders, in achieving the maximum possible profit or gain. The stakeholder approach emphasizes that the company must be responsible not only to the owner, but also to other stakeholders who have rights, needs, and expectations of the company. Benefits of the approach. 1. Improving the quality and relevance of projects by taking into account the needs, expectations, and input from various parties. 2. Encourage stakeholder participation and involvement in project planning, implementation, and evaluation. 3. Build relationships of cooperation and trust between different stakeholders, including competitors, customers, suppliers, employees, and shareholders. 4. Reduce risks and conflicts that may arise due to stakeholder dissatisfaction, ignorance, or rejection. 5. Improve project performance and sustainability by leveraging stakeholder resources, knowledge, and skills. A stakeholder approach can help you achieve your project goals more effectively and efficiently. However, you also need to consider the challenges and obstacles you may face, such as 1. Difficulty in identifying and grouping diverse and complex stakeholders. 2. Lack of clear and regular communication and coordination between stakeholders. 3. There are differences in interests, priorities, and views between stakeholders. 4. There are stakeholders who are uncooperative, uncaring, or hostile towards your project. To overcome this challenge, you can use several tools and techniques, such as 1. Make a list of stakeholders and assess their level of importance and influence on your project. 2. Create a stakeholder matrix to visualize stakeholder relationships and characteristics. 3. Create a stakeholder communication plan to determine the appropriate frequency, method, and content of communication with stakeholders. 4. Create a stakeholder management plan to determine the strategies and actions needed to manage stakeholder expectations and concerns. Here are some steps you can follow to create a stakeholder list. 1. Identify all stakeholders. You can use brainstorming, interviews, surveys, or observation techniques to find out who has an interest, influence, or impact on your project. Stakeholders can be internal e.g., employees, managers, owners, or external e.g., customers, suppliers, government, society. 2. Identify stakeholder interests and needs. You can ask or research what stakeholders expect, need, or want from your project. You can also find out how much influence and involvement stakeholders have in your project. 3. Document stakeholder information. You can create a table or spreadsheet containing basic information about stakeholders, such as names, positions, roles, contacts, interests, needs, influence, and involvement. You can also add other relevant information according to your project needs. 4. Update the stakeholder list regularly. You can review and adjust your stakeholder list according to the development of your project. You can also add or delete stakeholders who are no longer relevant or have just appeared. Maybe that's my explanation regarding the economic essence of the stakeholders approach. I hope my explanation can be useful for all my friends. And thank you to everyone who has watched this video until the end. If there are any wrong words from me, I apologize. Thank you all.